Today I'm going to see if this makes my iPad mini actually feel like paper. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter from Panda here. This is my iPad mini, and this is an iPad mini screen protector that's supposed to make it feel like paper texture right there. Yeah, papeles. Now, it's also going to give me some anti-reflectivity, so that's kind of nice, especially if you're in a high light environment, which I always am. So, first things first, we get this little anti-slip pads here. So I think that's for putting down on your table surface, so when you're putting this on, the iPad isn't sliding away. It's very thoughtful. It's actually well thought out. We also get some lens screen wipes here because you want to make sure that there's nothing on the screen, little hairs, little pieces of dust. Looks like we get 2 of the screen protectors right here. And then we also get this little squeegee here, so we get to smooth that out. Now, I usually kind of try to line it up on the edge, but then I try to work it from either the edge and the center out just to keep the bubbles to the minimum. But I'll be honest, I usually will have a couple of little bubbles, and sometimes I've worked fastidiously to try to get those out. But once the iPad's on, you actually really don't see them, so it's not something that I'm going to obsess about on screen. I will afterwards and just kind of have a lot of sleepless nights about it. But now, let's get this screen protector on and see if it works. Alright, so I'm actually going to use pretty much everything they give me here. These little anti-slip pads here. I'm going to put the iPad on it. I've actually used the screen cleaner already to clean it up, so I see just a few more specks of dust on there. Give it one more pass. Man, I guess I need like a laboratory quality sterile clean room. Alright, here is the screen protector. Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first one here, and this is going to be the sticky side, and I'm actually going to just kind of peel it like this. I'm actually going to go ahead and rotate this and just see if I can line it up. I'm going to kind of plan on like 0.5 millimeter from the bottom of the screen down here. Okay, and now I'm going to kind of work the screen protector this way while using the squeegee and pulling off the paper like this. So far, that makes me look like I am a competent person, and proof that that worked, you can see the little camera right there has no protector on it. Now I can peel this way. I want to make sure I don't peel it off the screen protector or pull the screen protector off, but now what we have is a nice matte finish screen here. And how does it feel? Let's try it out. So obviously, very well lit room here. I've got a blank notes pad up here, and I'm just going to go ahead and do some writing. Ooh, I tell you what, it does feel like paper. I mean, it doesn't feel exactly like paper. If I were just to put your hand down here and say, hey, write me something. Write me something. I mean, I think what's different is the pen tip. You're not putting metal on paper, you're putting kind of this plastic nib on paper, so it feels maybe a little grippier, to be honest, than like a ballpoint pen on paper, but it feels nice because there's some resistance. What you hate is when it's too slippery. It feels like you are just pushing on glass, and it doesn't give you enough kind of resistance to feel like you're writing on paper. It's almost too like smooth. It's like your hand just wants to skate all over the ice rink. So what I like about this is that it feels really good. Much better. Exactly like paper? No, not exactly like paper, but close enough that your hand has kind of that writing muscle memory and it fits into it. So if you want to add a little bit of anti-reflectivity, it'll be a little easier in the eyes, especially if you're in a really well-lit area. You know, your office has tons of lights, studio, you're working outdoors, and use the Apple Pencil here, your iPad mini will be a whole lot more delightful with this screen protector. I'll put a link to this one in the description below. Peter von Panda, out!
We can discover more and explore so much deeper. We can live better than ever things to